The charger's now broke. I don't want to touch that because that is going to be live. Ha! 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 David Joyce. Do you know what you are? You are a believer. You're not an evangelist. He's a believer. B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R, right? I know it's early in the morning, right? It's 6:46 in the morning and I've got this energy. Oh look, a BYD seal. What does BYD stand for? I'm on one today, but I'll tell you why. Because I'm taking David down to, you'll have already seen the video, to Duxford to go on a plane. That's another story. If you've not seen that video, head back. This is the story. In fact, I'll run the intro first, but you've always had a go at me that I'm doing it wrong. You're charging wrong. You should do this. You should do that. Well, ha! Real world, right? I've only got 85 miles of range and we've only just started, right? And you're going to say, why didn't you charge before you got here? Now we'll get to that because you're not an evangelist, but you are a believer, right? You can't get a word in here, right?
No, I can't.
But we need to charge, so I'm going to run the intro and then I'm going to explain why I didn't get to you with 100% charge, right? And there is a reason. And you can tell me what I did wrong, because that's what a believer does, not an evangelist. A believer in many ways is worse than an evangelist. Did you know that?
Not until you just told me. I've been called an evangelist. I've seen it in some of the comments on the videos we've done.
A believer's close to an evangelist. Close to an evangelist.
Well,
you know, some would say that I'm a believer, but not really. I mean, I'm not. Anyway, let's run the intro, otherwise it'll be a very long intro. So if you're new to the channel and you don't like EVs, or you believe that the government should give us the choice between petrol and diesel and electric cars, then hit the subscribe button. Join me on my mission to stop the government's evil agenda. EV again, you see, evil agenda, right? Because I'm going to stop it. I will stop it, and I have had an effect. You know that I have had an effect on electric cars, on electric car sales, specifically the Porsche Taycan. Sorry, Porsche. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, haha, let's go. Well, I saw his face, and he's a believer.
oh, no.
Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Right.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
There's a band that's done a cover of that song.
There is. I think it was Vic Reeves, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was the Electric Light Orchestra.
Was it? Oh, I see what you did there. Right. Now, bear with us. This is interesting. We're going down to Duxford. I left from the Lake District yesterday. Don't tell me I should have left earlier. I was doing stuff. And I left at 8 p.m, right? And I needed to get to my daughter's because I wanted to be down in Mansfield so I could get to you. So I drove down, and on the way, and I didn't leave the Lake District with a full charge. I left it with about...
Why not?
Because there's no charger where I was in the Lake District. So I had no charger.
Have you thought about getting one at home?
Well, I might get one. Well, we shall see. But I didn't have a full charge, so I did have about 89%, which is good. That's good. And I thought to myself, shall I charge at Porsche South Lakes on the way down? Didn't do that. I thought, no, I just want to get on the road. And then I started to get a little bit on edge because I got down to about 7%. So I pulled in at a services near Leeds. And the charger that I pulled up to, there was two chargers. Bear with me, it is interesting. The first charger that I pulled up to, where you tap your card, was smashed. Somebody RFID, that's it. Somebody had smashed it. And there was a another electric car on the other charger, and that was charging slow. He was also a little bit annoyed. So I went over, I knew there was a grid serve charger, slow one, right over the road in the services, so I did that. I went and plugged it in, wouldn't accept my RFID card. I plugged it in, it charged the car with about...
Free?
For free. Yeah, it just charged it, so it cost me nothing.
Really? Free?
For free, right?
Like zero, no charge?
No charge, but the problem is...
Nothing came out of your bank account?
Nothing came out of my bank account.
Did electricity come out of the charger?
Electricity came out of the charger.
Wow.
I don't know why that happened, but I only got...
I need to get an EV. It's
Well,
free.
Yeah, but I didn't care whether it was free.
Just a minute. So there's all this chat, call it constructive discussion.
Constructive discussion?
About the cost of petrol versus EVs.
Yeah, but
hang on a minute.
It did cost me something. It cost me my time. I just wanted
Yeah,
to...
but it was free.
It doesn't. I don't care whether it was free. You have to put a value on your time, don't you? You have to put a cost on your time. It cost me my time. I was there 50 minutes and I only got about 18% charge.
Free?
For free, but enough to get me back to Mansfield. Now, I then I used the charger in Mansfield. But wait, I thought, I'll shove the charger in. But this is at midnight and I needed to be up at 5 to get to yours for 6. So I only got, I can't remember what charge I got. I'll put it on screen here. So this is when I left. I think I got 50-odd%, I can't remember, but that you've just seen on screen there. So I didn't have enough charge. So now we're at 77%, 33%, 77 miles of range. And we're now having to charge on the way down to Duxford, which is annoying.
It's not going to be free this time.
It won't be free. But the problem is,
I'll do it quicker.
yeah, but now we just want to get to our destination. It's raining, gonna get wet. I'm gonna let you charge. I can give you my card or my Porsche charging
I've
card.
got to trip over the cable.
You got it. You haven't got to trip over the cable, but I tell you what, you're gonna get wet because it's raining.
Got a jacket.
You've got a jacket. so what?
If I'd have known, I'd have worn my Porsche jacket.
So I'll tell you what. I'm going to ask you. We're going to have a little break here. I'll show you the road with a bit of music, just to take all that in, right? This is the question, right? Where did I go wrong from leaving the Lake District to getting down to Mansfield to where we are now?
There's a really easy answer to that. It's about almost 4 years ago. You walked into Porsche at Nottingham and said, I want some of that technology.
You want some? That's where I went wrong.
Indeed. So, did I teach you that all those years ago when I introduced you to Porsche?
You did introduce me to Porsche, you did, but you didn't tell me to get an electric car.
No.
Tesla. Right. Anyway, so think about that. On a serious note, I wouldn't be sat here in a Porsche if it wasn't for your yellow Boxster.
I can explain to you where it went wrong. It is easy, and I know that some of your viewers are not going to like what I'm about to say, but you've just not been shown the right way to do it, or the way that most EV drivers approach it.
I can hear him.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a wrong and a right way.
You know what? I can hear the chattering now of the keyboards of, the comments about what I'm saying. But a bit earlier on, when we weren't on camera, we were talking about choice.
Yeah, but we're having the choice taken away from us.
Well, yes and no. But equally, there should be a choice. If you want to buy an EV, then buy one. Well, I've never said that EVs are suitable for everybody, certainly currently, because range has been not a problem. It's just been something that there are workarounds. So maybe the mileage that you've done in the last 12 hours might not be ideal for an EV, but somebody that's driving around town and the way I use mine, then it's pretty much perfect. And let's not forget that there is this difference in costs. You just charge for free.
I did charge for
You know what? So the bit we've just, while we've been talking, that was free.
But I've said that it wasn't really free because you have to put a value on your time.
Well,
I'm not bothered whether it was free. I just wanted to get to Mansfield and have a full charge to get to you this morning. Anyway, let's have a break, because what we're going to do is I'm going to sit in a dry car while you charge the car and I'll film it, and then that way we can see what a believer thinks and how easy it is, because everybody thinks I put it on. Right? There are there are so many drawbacks to having an electric car. One of them is it's peeing it down and you're going to get wet unless you're at a grid serve.
How many miles have we got, Lee?
We've got 72 miles of range left. So what you're going to say is wait till it stopped raining. So you then you're working your way around the weather. Then it's all workarounds. We've spoke a lot. Let's it's going to be interesting. We're going to do the journey back as well. So stick with us, and we're going to show a believer the true reality, because it's easy for you to say
I'm not tripping over the cable.
It's easy for you.
I'm telling you that now.
You won't trip over the cable,
and I'm not going to climb under the cable either.
You're going to say, right, this is from a guy who goes, well, I've got solar panels and I charge at home at night while I'm asleep.
Hang on.
For free.
For free.
Right. Some people don't have solar panels. Some people don't have a driveway. So it's not quite that easy. The government don't take this into account. And I can tell you this, and it is coming, pay per mile is coming. It's coming. It's all about control. And this is where I am. People might say, oh, well, you've got an electric car, you like your electric car. I've said, I like how they drive. What really, really grinds my gears, and I have got two of them in this car.
Gear? It's not a gear.
I've got 2 gears in this.
No, it's not a gear.
What is it?
Gear?
Gear.
Yeah, you really need to learn your automotive technology.
Anyway.
G-H-I-A.
Gear.
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 Yeah, it's part of the Ford range, the gear.
Oh, the gear.
It used to be.
I remember the gear. Anyway, it's going to be interesting, because he's going to charge the car on the way down and on the way back, and we'll show the believer the true reality. 57 miles of range, 25% of battery. Right?
That's a quarter.
But I've used three quarters.
Yeah, but you still got a quarter.
Yeah, but I've used 3/4. And
Lee, you're definitely not a glass is half full.
When you've got an
it's half empty.
When you've got an EV, it's always half empty, because you can't charge to 80%. So it's never full, is it?
By the way, I need a wee.
You need a wee.
Yeah.
Good.
Just tell me, really,
go on.
Really,
go on.
Can the petrosexuals?
Can
they do 500 miles without a wee?
I reckon they could do 500 miles without a wee. I reckon
Maybe,
they could.
You know what? Let's do that with Jeff. See if he really can do 500 miles without a wee.
Well, I reckon he could fill his tank. The problem is here now.
Probably could fill his tank.
The problem here now, right, is I need to charge.
And I need a wee.
You need a wee, and it's raining. Now, if you had...
That's why I need a wee.
But if you had a petrol car now, right, we wouldn't be in this situation, because I'd have a full tank, right?
So in a petrol car, you don't get in traffic jams?
No, you get in traffic jams. Do you see the believers, right? The believers, right? You see what I did there? All with the EV.
You've upgraded me from evangelist to believer.
You're not an evangelist because you've got a V8, is it, or whatever, right?
Well, yeah, I've got two cars. Well, one with an 8.1 turbo.
Yeah.
2-litre petrol.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah, but you know.
Then I've got it's a 3-point something.
Yeah.
Petrol twin turbo.
Yeah. And
there's only one thing better than a turbo. That's two of them. And then you're quite right. I've got a V8.
Yeah, and an electric car.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, but you are always on the side of the electric cars.
Well, actually, I tend to sit on the fence in reality, because I've got both. Electric cars, I've never said. Actually, in fairness to you, I don't think you've ever said they're not suitable for everybody. Definitely not. And maybe they will be in the future.
Not suitable. So there we have it. They're not suitable for everybody. But
why aren't they suitable for everybody? What's your view?
Because people have to get around. They don't want to. They're not suitable for everybody because a lot of people don't have driveways, which the government don't take into account, because they're sat there, you know, being paid a massive wage for sitting in government and falling to sleep at Parliament, right? They've got massive driveways, 3 different houses that we're paying for, and yet those buffoons are telling everybody that they've got to drive electric cars. And in the real world, right, you've got Ed Miliband, who's the environmental guy who still breastfeeds off his mother, telling us what to do. Do you know what I mean? Can't even eat a bacon sandwich, can he?
Okay, well, my view on the reason that EVs aren't for everybody is that some people do big miles. You're quite right. They're not suitable because some people find it difficult, not impossible, but difficult to charge. The infrastructure has changed. You know, and on that point, you've had one nearly 4 years now.
Yeah.
I've had a hybrid prior to, so as an early adopter, a plug-in hybrid. The infrastructure's getting better day by day by day. Is it right? No, there's still improvement to be made. There's also a little bit of education with people, and part of your original video series was somewhat lack of knowledge. I don't think you were shown by the dealership you bought it from, and to give them a little bit of credit, it was early days. They probably weren't aware of the best way to approach driving an EV, and I know that's the case with dealerships, because I spent a lot of time in dealerships where we've been trying to up their knowledge and get them a little bit more, if you like, au fait with EV use. So yeah, there's room for improvement, and they're not suitable for everybody.
There you go, there you have it. Yeah, 2035, tough luck, not suitable for everybody, haven't got a driveway, well, hard luck, you're gonna have one anyway, or you don't have anything.
Arguably 2030, which is
2030 now, yeah, because they keep changing it. They change them, you know, they change their mind all the time. It won't happen. We need to stop it. We need to say no to the government, right? I say power to the people, right? Take the power away from them, give it back to the people. That's what I say.
It's gone down 1%, by the way, I've been chatting.
It has, yeah, and we're not going to get there. We're going to have to charge 73 miles to the destination. It's absolutely tipping it down.
I need a wee.
And you need a wee. So we're going to charge up, and I won't let you get out in the rain, but you can watch me get like a drowned rat in the rain.
What? Actually, we just talked about the infrastructure, and that's one of the things that probably needs to change. That historically, they've put in these chargers, the different variants, including the rapids, and they didn't give any thought to that. Yet, if you're a petrosexual, you get this lovely roof over the pumps.
You do. Let me tell you this as well, and it is quite serious, this part. Where I went to charge yesterday at the services, they put the chargers way out of the way and they really made it difficult.
Well, there's a reason for that, you know, because
they could set on fire.
Yeah,
but
they don't want the fires near to the services.
But
have you seen an EV on fire, apart from on some social media sites?
I haven't personally, no. But there was way out of the way, right? And this is a valid point. I know it's a long video, this. Valid point. Way out of the way. Really difficult as well to get in. It was very narrow, taking into account that EVs are wide. And they put these massive curbs on there, right? And then but it was way out of the way. This is a valid point. This is quite serious, this bit, right? And I thought, it's dark. There was no lights. And I thought, if you're a woman, out of the way up there, not safe, wide open there for being attacked while she's charging her electric car. So I think personally they don't think about the infrastructure and where they put these chargers, and it's wrong. It's as if they're not taking it seriously, and it's like just stick some charges over there, put them out of the way.
Well, they're taking the money, aren't they? They get the government grant. Oh, let's bang a charge in.
Yeah, they get the money, and they get the money from the government. It's madness.
The government that democratically was voted in.
Yeah, that's debatable, isn't it? That's debatable. It's probably fixed. It's probably fixed. And whoever you vote, and let's put it this way: if voting made a difference, we wouldn't be allowed to do it. They wouldn't allow us to do it. Can I get out of here? I can't see. Hang on. Anyway, onwards.
Petrol station.
It's very red on there, aren't it? It's the brake lights. It's a petrol station. Can you see that? Yeah. What has happened here is, right, there's an accident on the M1.
There is.
Right, Waze has rerouted us through, I don't know, wherever, Rugby or just above Rugby, right? I've now got 53 miles of range and 23% of battery. I don't know where the chargers are. And this, oh, very red, don't I? This is where electric cars don't work, because what I would have done now is I would have literally just pulled in at the petrol station there and filled up. Well, I wouldn't have had to do that because I would have been, I would have had a full tank.
You'd have had a full tank anyway, of course you would.
Yeah. So you see, you're seeing now, as a believer, you're now seeing real world problems, because we all know you charge for free at home with your solar panels while you're asleep.
It's not always for free. Sometimes I have to pay as much as 6.7p per kilowatt hour. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And do you know what? It's even cost me in my EV as much as 2p a mile. That's absolutely disgusting.
That's while your car...
I'm thinking of voting against the government because 2p a mile is just too much.
That's while your cars are on your driveway, that you have a driveway. There's a lot of people out here, viewers, that don't have a driveway. I'm fighting for these people. Choice. You know, and you know me, you've known me years, how strongly I feel about the government pushing us into electric cars. Even though I have one, even though I sort of like how it drives, I am absolutely stand firm that I need to stop the government with their evil agenda.
You need a 911.
I do need a 911, but it's a very expensive car to run. But with an electric car, and this is what the evangelists don't like, I can give them a bad name, because I can show real world problems of how they don't work on a day-to-day basis, and that's what they don't like. They don't like me having an electric car, the evangelists, because I can give them a bad name. I can give their community a bad name. That McMaster's giving our community a bad name. We all know electric cars are the future. I charge mine at night while I'm asleep. There's nothing wrong with electric cars. He's making it all up. That's what he is. Tripping over those cables. They're not even that heavy. It's fine. And I love my electric car. Me and the missus, we pull up at the chargers. We cut the crusts off our sandwiches. Have a nice little picnic and look at the shape of the crisps. We learn a lot since we've had our electric car. He needs stopping, that McMaster does. Electric cars are the future. And now there's nowhere to charge. Onwards. Don't give me ammo, David. Don't give me ammo. We're trying to find a charger.
Yeah, so, but we're still got 18%.
Don't give me ammo. He says, "Oh, hey Siri, open." My Siri's going off now. Open Zap Map, and he's got no satellite signal, so we can't find out where the chargers are. Luckily, me, right, as...
Well, you got it here, haven't you? If you could be bothered to ask the car where the nearest charger.
Well,
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'll tell you.
Even Siri doesn't understand. Neither do I, sir. I don't understand why we're being put into this position. I mean, what worries me now is on my map on my dashboard, there's a little blue line of where you can get with your range, all right? And it's getting narrow.
Oh, hang on a minute. It's got Birmingham on there.
Take a picture of that. Take a picture of that. There we go. It's actually getting narrower, and the less range that you get, it gets narrower and narrower. There we go. David will send me that picture. We've overlaid it. It's worrying. It's slightly worrying.
You see, I'm not worried, Lee, because we got. Well, it's dropped 17%.
It's dropped to 17%.
Yeah. You've just thrashed it.
It's dropping before our eyes. Range anxiety is real. It's real. You've took a picture. Here it is. We'll overlay it. Please check range has come on. Range anxiety now is real. You don't seem worried, but I reckon you might be a little bit.
No.
No?
I do need a wee.
You do need a wee. You see, all the evangelists and the believers always make out, well, how far can you go without having a wee? You always need a wee, so while you stop to have a wee, then you can stop to charge. All these people with petrol cars that go for miles and miles, they need to stop for a wee anyway. So I'm charged up. I pull over for a wee, have a little break, and I charge my car with the missus. And then we sit and have a little piece of Battenberg and a coffee out of our flask, and then we get on our way. All these people with petrol cars going for miles should be banned.
We've done about, I don't know, 55 miles on it.
But now,
It's an age thing.
please check range has come on, and that is 15% of battery, 32 miles of range left. And to get to Peterborough services, right, which is the one which I would like to use because it's Ionity, I can use my Porsche charging card and it's a lot cheaper. That's about 30 miles, isn't it, or 31 miles of range. And that would leave us with 1 mile of range.
Even I wouldn't take it that low.
Even you wouldn't take it that low. So we're going to have to stop before.
So we're going to use that maps.
Okay, are we going to use that maps? Yeah.
We're going to find the nearest one. As it happens, I do know where the nearest one is.
You know where the nearest one
It's
is.
about 10 miles away.
Right.
In reality, this is a major road. It's the A14.
Yeah.
I'd probably try to plan and avoid the expensive ones. But you're a rich YouTuber, made loads of money. How did you make the money, by the way? Was it slagging EVs?
Oh, he's off, isn't he?
Loads of money. We'll just stop and we'll pay.
And have a coffee.
Yeah, and I'll help you charge, but I'm not going to trip over the wire.
They are heavy, and they don't take into account people with disabilities. So there we go.
Do you know what? That actually is a really good and fair point. I don't know the answer to that one. I'd have to say, though, that I've been to a lot of fuel stations that don't take into account mobility issues either. But that's for another video.
Onwards, because my GoPro is running out of battery.
It's running out of
It is actually.
electricity.
My battery's going on the GoPro. I've got about 2% of battery, so onwards. Can I say something? We're out of services.
We're at A services.
I can't see a charger.
Yeah, but there's loads of petrol, look.
There's loads of petrol,
Yeah.
but there is no...
If you'd bought, well, we should have bought my 911, I did tell you.
There's no charger. You can have a wee, but you can't charge.
Yeah.
So where are we charging?
Are you going to park this properly instead of halfway out into the...
Well, do you know what? I've got to be careful because it's really low. I'll have to put
It's got 13% in it, Lee, isn't it?
No, I mean, no, the car's low. So it'll hit the curb and we
So
don't...
what you're telling me now is that EVs are too low?
The EVs are too low.
No lower than my 911. Yep, 4 foot away from the curb.
Go on then, go on then. There we go, is that all right?
Much better.
Right,
I
brilliant.
don't want to walk a long way for a wee.
The problem is we need a charger. Onwards. Oh, milk float off. No charger.
Well, you haven't looked yet, have you?
Well, all right, we'll look for a charger, but there's 1, 2, 3. There's quite a few petrol pumps there.
Yeah, that's because it's expensive here.
But I can't see an electric charging point just yet.
I've been telling you for the last 20 minutes I need a wee.
Go on for a wee. See, even a Tesla looking for a charger. Right, well, David is having a wee. I'm just going to see whether there's any chargers. Well, there's no chargers around here. I'll tell you what there is though, have a look at this. Now you watch the videos, don't you, of the Tenerife?
I've seen a couple,
Can you tell us, have you seen any electric car charging points anywhere?
Mate, don't stay here.
What do you reckon to electric cars?
No, it's
Rubbish.
yeah, they're pointless, mate.
You'd never have one electric in this, would you?
No, it would last a day.
Take care.
Take care.
Cheers. So we've got he watches the Tenerife videos that I used to do. So we've got an adult boutique there, but there's no chargers anywhere. We've got filling pumps here, look, for lorries. Right, I've not found a charger, but come with me.
I know. I already had a sneaky look. I know exactly what's around the back there.
You know,
and I know why you brought me here.
Well, I'm gonna say they may have batteries.
I think they probably do, and they rechargeable.
We're back on the road and let's find a charger because we're running out of charge here.
Let's go.
Let's onwards. Right.
So,
Onwards.
we've looked at Zap Maps, haven't we?
We've looked at, well, you've looked at Zap Map.
Yeah, while you were in the adult store.
It's asking for a battery.
And we found a Instavolt 2.4 miles away.
You do realise Instavolt is the most expensive charging.
But hang on, you're the rich Macmaster
Yeah, but
that's made all that money from videos on YouTube.
yeah, but do you know what?
It's your job.
The problem is, you've got to take into account that people are working on a budget.
Do you need to collect your parcel?
I don't need any. I don't need any.
I think they've got it wrapped for you.
They have. Takes batteries as well. Right, so we're now going to go to Instavolt, where there is a McDonald's. This is why
And we're going to have breakfast.
we're going to have breakfast.
And if I'd have known it was only 2.4 miles away, I'd have waited for the week.
You see, you know what you didn't do? You didn't plan your journey.
Yeah, but I made the big mistake of thinking you'd planned it.
Right, onwards to McDonald's. Right, we've arrived at the destination.
We have.
Double bubble here because we can charge the car.
Yep.
In reality, we just need to get to Duxford. We're now going to be half an hour later than I wanted to be, right? But you can be cameraman and charge, video me charging up,
But
right?
you're not going to trip over the cable, are you?
I'm not going to trip
You're
over the
not going to
cable.
lift it up and walk underneath it, are
No,
you?
I'm not. I'm going to show
Okay.
you how difficult it is
You're
to
not going to
charge.
put the wrong card at the RF.
I don't put the wrong card. I'm using my Porsche charging card.
Well, that's not guaranteed to work everywhere, is it?
It works on some of the Instavolts. We'll find out whether it works on this
so
one.
what are you going to do if it doesn't work?
I'm going to have to pay the full price.
Who happens?
It does. Milk float off. Onwards. Right, now, good having a cameraman, because normally it takes me about 14 different camera angles to film. So, Porsche charging card, and I've said this before, some of the chargers, and you'll have to shout it because Mike's pointing this way if you talk, some of the chargers, you put the cable in first, the nozzle in first, or the charger in first. Some of them you don't, you have to pay first. So we'll find out what this one is. RFID, prices here, look, 87 pence per kilowatt, right?
Oh,
87 pence a kilowatt.
Lee, it's cheaper to have a petrol.
It's cheaper to have a petrol, right? So we're going to see whether this works first. Card is authenticated.
Would you believe that?
Bonus.
Whoa.
Right. Which one is it? That
Oh,
one.
come on, Lee.
That's
you
the
know
one.
difference.
Right, come on. Okay, stand back. I need space here, David. I need space.
Don't trip over the
I'm
cable.
not tripping over the cable. Right, let's pull that out. You see, if you were disabled here, it's very difficult. That is heavy. Right, I'll pop that in. Get that in there like that.
What's that stand for, CCS?
What does it stand for? CCS?
Yeah.
I don't know actually. I've never charging system or something.
Combined charge.
Combined charging system. Right. Let me just. It just says here. Look, wrapping up.
Don't trip over the cable.
Something's gone wrong. Communication between the vehicle and the charger is timed out. Please try to start charge again. Back. Okay. So, RFID on the reader. Card is authenticated.
Oh, he likes that.
Okay. Right. Now what? Time to plug in your vehicle. It's already plugged in, but let's plug it in again. Here we go.
Don't trip over the cable, Lee.
And I can't get it. I can't get it out. Hang on a minute.
Probably doesn't like the fact that your car's locked.
Okay. It's not the car. And now I've got a red thing on it. Time to plug in your vehicle. Charging error. It's come up on my watch. Charging error. Please check the charging process at the vehicle. I've got a believer here as well. Get that back in again. There we go. I've plugged it in. We're connecting to your vehicle. Here, look. We're connecting to your vehicle. Wrapping up your charging session. I mean, you can't write this, look. There you go. See? Right? Something's gone wrong. I'm not... You see? I'm so glad he's here. I'm so glad he's here. Right? Okay, we'll do it again.
Did you forget something?
No.
What about taking the cable out of the car?
Card is authenticated. Hang on then. Let's get back under here. Look, here we go. Time to plug in your vehicle. Okay. And then underneath that, we're connecting to your vehicle. I'm a believer. And now you see a lot of people, and these evangelists say he's making it up. You can't make this up. I've got a believer here with me. Wrapping up your charging session. I'm tired already. I'm not even done.
So we're having a McDonald's.
Well, we are. Something's gone wrong. Right, hold the camera there. Stay there. Come back a bit. And what I need to do is, I need to just take this out.
And start again.
No. You stay there. Keep rolling. Stay there. I'm not making this up. There's a believer with me. Right. Let's try this one. Let's get started. Card is authenticated. See? Card is authenticated. Right. Pull this out. Get that. Pull that round. It's very heavy doing that one-handed, by the way. Get that in there like that. we're connected to the vehicle now. It's making a sound this time. Just wrapping up your charging session. What is it doing? Come on. Something's gone wrong.
I'm getting hungry now, Lee.
You're getting hungry. I tell you what, just stop the camera a minute.
One eternity later.
The charger's now broke. I don't want to touch that because that is going to be live. So just come down here, look. It's got stuck in the charger now. That's broke. Oh dear. That's not good. That's not good. That's going to be live. We need to let them know about that. And how do I get that out now?
It's not live, Lee.
Is it not? Well, that's broke.
So the MacMaster destroys another charger.
Let me try. What's going on? It says let's plug it back in again. Transaction has been cancelled. Come round here. You've received £45 back. So that's gone back. Right, so we'll do it again.
I think, Lee, can I make a suggestion?
Just pay it with my card.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Let's. I want you to read what it says on there.
Tap card on terminal.
Yeah.
Plug into vehicle. Right, okay, stand back. Stand back. Underneath the thing. Right, let's plug that back in. That's broke.
It doesn't need to be plugged in. You can just.
Right.
What was that you used there?
I'm using my Revolut card because it's obviously has an issue with my Porsche charging card. By the way, OpenReach over there sat charging his van. Right, okay. Time to plug in your vehicle. Oh, hang on. It's just that's all sticky there. Look, it's all got a bit. Right, let's pop that in, and then pull that back.
Did you forget to trip over the wire?
No, but it is very heavy. Right,
Do you know why it's heavy?
Why?
Because it's got a cooling core in it.
And it's broken and it's sticky because of all the cables broken. Connecting to your vehicle. Right, come on. Connecting to your vehicle. Stealing all your data. Connecting to your vehicle. It could have filled up now and gone, couldn't you really? I mean, the thing's broke. Connecting to your vehicle. This is, see what I mean? Connected to your vehicle. Right.
Oh, it's charging.
So, let me just turn the camera around on you. What did you think to that?
Well, it wasn't the best experience I've ever had. Let's be fair, it didn't like your Porsche charge card.
No.
And as soon as you put in a contactless, in effect,
Yeah.
it did work.
And what do you think to the state of these chargers?
I think that's not good. I'm pretty positive that until it's connected in as it is now, there's no electric. But
Yeah.
it doesn't look good, and certainly we'll tell Instavolt
Yeah.
that there's an issue. But
I'm only getting 75 kilowatt.
yeah, okay. Let's go and get something to eat.
You know what I'm doing, don't
I
you?
know what you do.
Who's paying him to sit there? The charge.
We are.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
I nearly got knocked over there. Couldn't hear
You
it.
just couldn't hear
I
it.
couldn't hear it.
Polestar.
Polestar. I don't want to be killed. MacMaster gets killed by a Polestar. I mean, that's just
The only
terrible.
thing that could be worse than getting killed by a Polestar is getting killed by a Tesla. Or getting strangled by an evangelist.
Which is probably going to happen one of these days.
want to do it.
Yeah, but there you go. It's not been the easiest. Now I've got filthy hands. I'm going to grab a burger and then we'll see how much it's charged. But really, we need to be getting down to the airport.
Moments later.
It's 8:35, and what an evangelist would do, or even a believer, right, would just sit here now for a while and enjoy a wrap, and then later on, when they're charging again, because you don't charge to 100% of course, so you're going to have to charge again later, then you'll have another McDonald's later on, or a meal somewhere at a pub. Anyway, cheers, it's charged 10%. And what David's just said is, he reckons that I came down the night before to destroy that charger just to make it look bad. You can't write this. I'll see you guys outside in a minute. So, it is now 8:55. We're at 80% charged, and we've got an Octopus Energy van there. They've gone in for a McDonald's and a bite to eat while they're van chargers. We've got another Taycan as well that is charging up. He's charging his car. I'm just waiting for David, and then we can unplug and I can let you know exactly how much this has cost me, which is going to hurt. It really, Instavolt, give us a tub of Vaseline with you when you bend us over. Right, so let's unplug this. We've got David back behind the camera. Oops. Let's pull this bit out separately. There we go.
Lee?
Yeah.
I bet you daren't wee on that.
I don't think I should do.
Well,
I think that might be a bit dangerous, that. Right, let's pop that back and let's see how much it is. Instavolt. 50, what did we pay? 40, so 51 pounds 59 pence, which I would say isn't ideal.
Really, you should have got a diesel.
40, actually 45, 55, 56, no 50, more. 45, 55, 56, 59, 56 pounds 59 pence. Instavolt, as I said earlier on, please supply us with a bottle of Vaseline when you bend us over, will you? Right, let's pop this back. Now, you see, trying to get out of these places as well, because you have to go in forwards if you've got a Taycan, you've then got to reverse out, and it's a bit of a pain. There we go. Now, we have 208 miles of range, and 86% of battery, and how much money does it cost me? What did I say it was?
56 quid.
£56 lighter.
You know, you should have bought a diesel. I told you.
Diesel would have got us down here, and we'd have been all right. Anyway.
And we could have come down in my 911.
Now he tells us. Magpie. Salute. Right, we need to go. Where are we going here? Because that's not the next thing. It needs to go over. Anyway, onwards. Right, so we're at Duxford Air Museum. Now, you will have already seen, hopefully, a video of us, and I'm hoping we can fly, of us going on a, what's the plane?
A Rapide.
A Rapide. Does that use petrol or electric?
It's got a battery in it.
It's got a battery in it?
Yeah, that starts the engines. But apart from that, it runs on beautiful avgas.
Oh, nice gasoline. Right, let's get out of the car, wind this video up, because we're going to film a video on the way back where I need to charge again. But I tell you what, let's turn the milk float off, because we need to go and film this video that you should have already seen. But I need to ask you a question, so onwards. Right.
Duxford.
Believer.
Oh, believer.
You're a believer.
Oh. You promoted me from evangelist to believer. I'm impressed.
But, you see, none of that was made up for camera.
No.
And I didn't break the charger on purpose. I mean, you actually can't believe that, can you?
No. I think you went down there the night before. I think you were there last night. You know, you've done what all EV drivers should do. You've planned your route and you've been and sabotaged it on the way.
Instavolt, if you're watching, I didn't. But I got a massive shock from an Instavolt charger. And this is why electric cars should be banned.
Did you get the full 32 amps? In fact, it would have been bigger ampage than that.
I charged it, yeah. I also got an even bigger shock when I got the bill.
Should have bought a diesel.
Should have bought a diesel. So
tell him in the comments he should have bought a diesel.
Should have bought a diesel. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that we should ban the or get rid of the 2030 agenda and just have choice?
Should the agenda be there? It's debatable. Many people think it should, many people think it shouldn't. Should we be forced into buying electric cars? Probably not. I'd have to say we're not going to be forced into buying electric cars. Petrol's going to be around for a long time. I've got in my garage a Fiat, would you believe it, that it should have rotted away by now. It's 50 years old and I still drive it. So 2030 plus 50, you aren't going to be around.
There
So
we go.
Petrol's going nowhere. You're just not going to be able to buy a brand new one,
And
allegedly.
what's the point? Because planes still run on fuel, right?
Do you know what? I mean, as you know, I'm a pilot, and I fly an aircraft that uses either petrol or avgas. It's a development thing. They're starting to develop electric aircraft. Let's see where it goes.
You won't get an electric jet.
Well, who knows?
On that bombshell, catch us in the next one, where we're taking the journey back, where I'm sure there'll be another drama.
Absolutely, because you plan the route.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen
Do you
next?
know he won't let me plan the route?
Thanks to my mate David Joyce. Give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share the video, and just, you've got to admit, the infrastructure is not well looked after.
It could be better, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it improves day by day by day. 80-odd thousand public charges at the minute.
I'll give you this one.
Less than 10,000 petrol stations.
I'll give you this one. It has improved over the last 4 years.
Oh goodness me, the Macmaster is saying things are getting better.
It doesn't mean it's better, it's just marginally better than
Isn't there a song? Life can only get better.
See you in the next one. Bye bye.